Hello, sports fans. Welcome to the OU Football Preview Show. I'm Rick Heath. With me, Al Eschbach. Al, we are at the legendary O'Connell's Irish Pub on Campus Corner. It's been here almost as long as you've been with OU, around OU.
It's been unbelievable. Late 60s. It established on Lindsay Street, moved over here on Campus Corner now, and it's as good as it gets.
It is. Hey, we have some exciting news I want to share with you viewers. We are now associated with Sports Illustrated, and we are going to rebrand our TV show to reflect that. It'll be the Sports Illustrated Sooners Preview Show. We also have a website that we will be relaunching in accordance with Sports Illustrated. It's called Sooner Maven, and that's a Sports Illustrated company. Sooner Maven has the rights to Sports Illustrated, all of their content, and so we'll be working on a website there. I will be providing some editorial commentary. We'll post daily interviews with players, coaches. We'll have new input from what we see, Al and I see about the Sooner program and how it is making its way through the Big 12 and the Big 12 Conference and all the games before the Big 12 starts, starting with this weekend at Houston. So big news here. We are now going to be part of the Sports Illustrated family. We will have exclusive content from Sports Illustrated. We have access to the entire Sports Illustrated library since 1954 about the Sooners. That was about the time you started covering them, wasn't it? 1954 out. But anyway, so it's a lot of good news here, and we're excited about that. Al, we've got a big game this weekend, OU hosting Houston, and boy, everybody's ready for this game to get going.
Well, and the biggest total Vegas ever posted for an opening weekend, 82. So they say no defense is going to be played.
Well, and that's what you and I talked about off the air a little bit was, OU's defense shouldn't be gauged about how they play against Houston because, they actually.
Well, somewhat they should. If they give up 50-some points, they should be gauged.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to be surprised if they give up 50-something points.
Well, it's not good news. I mean,
it's not.
It's not good news. You got to see some improvement. So let's just see. Let's see guys in the secondary that people aren't running right by him and things like that. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the defense in a little bit, but you're right. There's got to be some improvement. And they had, I saw a thing with Alex Grinch that we're going to post on our website, as a matter of fact, and it was about, hey, he said, we worked too hard to not show improvement and do better. He said, so all these guys have dedicated their entire summer, their entire year, and if they don't show improvement, he's going to be really disappointed.
Well, and they got some new players. I mean, there could be. I mean, you're going to have one new starter at linebacker. Lincoln Riley said he loves the strength of the defense is the defensive line. Didn't mention Kenneth Mann's name. Man is hurt. The secrecy that no one's going to ask about injuries. We'll see about the secondary. We'll see. I think there's probably still problems at the safety position.
Yeah, and that's all the things we'll find out this Sunday. And I keep wanting to say Saturday, but it's this Sunday. It's a great thing. Sunday night, 6 o'clock, the entire nation will be watching OU, which is good and bad news. Hey, but we have good and bad news for you. We'll be back right after this short timeout.
Only at Tri-City Tractors can you hop on a new Mahindra tractor or Bad Boy mower and take one for a spin.
So find us on TriCityTractors.com, the home of Try It Before You Buy It.
Tri-City Tractors, I-44, exit 108 in Newcastle. TriCityTractors.com.
B&D's Threefold Collision is a complete collision repair facility. All insurance companies and customers pay. Repairs are welcome. All repaired vehicles come with a limited lifetime warranty. And here at B&D's Threefold Collision, we use the most updated equipment combined with over 40 plus years of collision repair experience. They pride themselves on making you, the customer, the number one priority and ensuring that you're taken care of with the utmost respect and attention. That's B&D's Threefold Collision Center. Find them on the web and use them today.
There's a lot to love about the Trails Golf Club.
It's the golf.
Yeah, the golf.
It's the grill.
It's really cool.
It's the golf, of course. It really is the golf. Come check out our sizzling summer membership specials at the Trails Golf Club.
Morfit Medical Center, 2908 Via Esperanza in Edmond, is an integrative family medicine center. They feature smart graft hair restoration, the most complete full head hair restoration on the market these days. It is great for you. It is the smartest, the best way to get a full head of hair back with using your own hair. And it doesn't take as long as you think. So to find out more, contact morefitmedical.com about Smart Graft hair replacement.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help. On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Reveal a more youthful you. A more beautiful you. A more confident you. A healthier you. Your journey begins this summer at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Call us today for your free consultation.
And welcome back to the new Sports Illustrated Sooners preview show here. Rick Heath, Al Lisback from O'Connell's legendary Irish pub here on Campus Corner in Norman, where I would imagine about this time on Sunday it will be rolling and packed.
Well, in fact, I'll be doing my show for the Sports Center right outside of here.
There you go. Yeah, you guys will be doing your show right outside of O'Connell's here, as you always have, and it's going to be packed.
Festive.
It's going to be very festive.
What a great idea by Joe Castiglione and Lincoln Riley to play a Sunday night game.
Yeah, instead of 11 o'clock on Saturday, which it would have been buried, and now,
horrible.
And now they have the entire country that's going to watch.
You got Labor Day the next day,
Yeah.
so it's and then you got a scrimmage the next week. You got a short week. You got South Dakota coming in, so you got a scrimmage. So it's a big time thing.
Let's break down the OU Houston matchup a little bit. Let's talk first about OU's offense against Houston's defense. Now, Houston's defense wasn't very good last year.
It was horrible. That's an understatement. I mean, Army scored 70
against Houston, and so we expect OU's offense, to be good. Now, to the level that they have exhibited the last 3 years under Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray, I can't see it being that. But at the same time, you can't doubt Lincoln Riley and what he's done.
Although I thought Ginny Cross wrote a good column, and it was for when he first got here. They struggled early. Baker Mayfield struggled early against Tennessee. The offense was absolutely horrible, and then Baker Mayfield became Superman. So let's see. I mean, Lincoln Riley's great, but they had two of the best quarterbacks in college football history.
Yes, and OU fans are a bit spoiled by, 3rd and 11, no problem. Baker can fit it in that window.
Yeah.
3rd and 14, no problem. Kyler can get it down there. That's what's going to be the key.
That's going to be the key. Totally moving the chains.
Moving the chains. Can the conversion rate on 3rd down that was just historical under Baker and Kyler continue with Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts is a fantastic quarterback as far as what he can do. Now, can he compare with Baker and Kyler? No.
Yeah. But it's going to be the 3rd and 4th down. That's what we're going to see.
And so, Lincoln knows that, and so he's going to try to, come up with a game plan that takes advantage of the strengths and not put him in areas where he has to go, 3rd and 14, 3rd and 12, once or twice a game or a half maybe is what he would plan, but not on on a basis where and I think they're going to really come out with a mindset of, hey, let's get the offensive line some confidence. Let's just see if we can't run it right down the
right.
And
the problem if they can't, then
that's the problem. That's the problem.
So you would think they'd be able to. You would think
they would be able to fire off
things like penalties. I watched that Miami Florida game, first game, and penalty, tackling. And one of the reasons why is they're tackling because nobody tackles in scrimmages anymore. They don't tackle during practice.
And the coaches are so afraid of
injuries.
And there's they will say scholarship limits. you know, and all of that, so they don't have much depth and they can't afford to get their starters hurt. And to a certain extent, that's true.
Scholarships have been the same for 30 years now. I mean, so
well, I know, but I mean,
those excuses, but it's like everything else. People change, they become cautious, and we saw that in the Miami, Florida game. The tackling was horrible.
You know, the best friend of an inexperienced offensive line is a quarterback that can run and make yards on his own, and good running backs.
Exactly.
And OU is blessed with both.
And really good receivers.
Yeah. You know. And so, let's just take a look at the running backs. I mean, Lincoln in his press conference said he's got the deepest stable of running backs he's had. And they go 4 deep and sometimes 5.
Yeah, they got 5 guys with Trey Sermon, Pledger, Kennedy Brooks, and then the 2 newcomers, Stevenson, one of the best JUCOs in the country a year ago. And then maybe one of the biggest surprises in camp, Marcus Major, kid from Millwood, running back.
Yeah,
has had a great camp.
They said he's really, he's showing things that they haven't seen, and didn't expect out of him. I mean, they hoped for, but they didn't know if he could do it at this level.
So, they're well stacked there. So, you don't commit penalties. And for the most part, this has been a pretty good unit of not killing itself with penalties and turnovers.
Well, and that when we'll talk more about this in the last segment, but that's one of the things when you judge how they do is how clean they play. Does the offensive line get any false starts? Did the offensive line get any holdings? Now holding can be called basically,
right.
It depends on the crew, the officiating crew, what they want to define. What are they going to, the points of emphasis that the Big 12s come out with, NCAAs come out with, but false starts, that's
delay of
games, those kind of things, that's what you look at and go, what, if they have, if they have those, then that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
And for the most part, Lincoln Riley's team last year did not have that.
No.
They came out pretty clean.
And then you had a quarterback that didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Both Baker and Kyler, but that's another thing. Their touchdown to interception rate is just phenomenal.
Well, yeah, they set NCAA records for, Baker did for his quarterback rating, and Kyler came by and broke it.
Yeah.
So, how spoiled are the OU fans? So, anyway, it's going to be interesting, and we haven't even mentioned, the stellar crop of wide receivers that they brought in and that they have on hand.
Right.
Calcaterra, CeeDee Lamb going to be in the NFL draft
Let's see what they do with Rambo. I would think he'd be playing a lot. A.D. Miller they like. So the Bridges kid, the freshman in the slot. Drake Stoops is a quality receiver. Nick Basquin. So they're really good at receiver.
Yeah, and so getting everybody the ball is going to be probably the toughest thing.
Yeah.
But against a team like Houston who doesn't have a good offense, against, say, South Dakota State, next week, they're going to be able to move it around and get some of these guys game experience, which will be valuable. Hey, you are watching the Sports Illustrated Sooners preview show, our new show here on KSBI Channel 52. Rick Heath, Al Esbrook. We'll be right back.
Only at Tri-City Tractors can you hop on a new Mahindra tractor or Bad Boy mower and take one for a spin.
So find us on TriCityTractors.com, the home of Try It Before You Buy It.
Tri-City Tractors, I-44, exit 108 in Newcastle. TriCityTractors.com.
B&D's Threefold Collision is a complete collision repair facility. All insurance companies and customers pay. Repairs are welcome. All repaired vehicles come with a limited lifetime warranty. And here at B&D's Threefold Collision, we use the most updated equipment combined with over 40-plus years of collision repair experience. They pride themselves on making you, the customer, the #1 priority and ensuring that you're taken care of with the utmost respect and attention. That's B&D's Threefold Collision Center. Find them on the web and use them today.
There's a lot to love about the Trails Golf Club.
It's the golf.
Yeah, the golf.
It's the grill.
It's a swimming pool.
It's the golf, of course.
It really is the golf. Come check out our sizzling summer membership specials at the Trails Golf Club.
Morfit Medical Center, 2908 Via Esperanza in Edmond, is an integrative family medicine center. They feature Smart Graft hair restoration, the most complete full head hair restoration on the market these days. It is great for you. It is the smartest, the best way to get a full head of hair back with using your own hair, and it doesn't take as long as you think. So to find out more, contact morfitmedical.com about Smart Graft hair replacement.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help. On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Welcome back to Sports Illustrated Sooners Preview Show. Rick Heath, Al Eschbach from the legendary O'Connell's Irish Pub on Campus Corner in Norman. A great place. I mean, if you don't even have to say anything other than let's go to O'Connell's, because everybody knows what you're talking about before game day on all of that. So if you can find a seat in O'Connell's on a game day, lucky you.
Yeah, lucky you was right. But
the line is out the door.
The wait is worth it.
Yeah, it is.
Trust me.
It is. Hey, let's talk defense. You know, Alex Grinch is waiting for this. He is wanting to see how his defense does. I mean, the leading up to it is it is probably the biggest anticipation of a new coach in a while, because of OU has not played good defense, and they're looking for any kind of improvement, and any kind of improvement is nobody running free in the secondary and sure tackling, and getting some pressure on the ball. So, that was Derek King, the quarterback for Houston, is a dual threat quarterback. He is going to present all kinds of potential problems for OU's defense.
Yeah, so we're going to see what kind of improvement that they have. They're going to be better. Just the fact, the young players like Redmond, who, tried to play last year, the blood clot, he's a guy that he could play at Alabama. You got people like Perkins that can really play. They say Gallimore's had a really good. So, he really spoke glowingly of the defensive front. Now, they weren't really glowing remarks of linebacker or defensive back, so let's see. And so much expectation for Kenneth Murray, but I guess I want to see it.
Well, they've named Kenneth Murray a potential All Big 12 defensive player, and I'm going,
Defensive player of the year, preseason.
Okay, that's great, but like let's see it on the field. Talking about it is only one part of it. It's doing it. Now, he had some good games last year, but he also had some games that he looked lost, again, as a sophomore. Now he's a junior. What's going to happen? How about the other linebackers? Are they going to be able
Well, you got three linebackers to win, but you got him, and you got Deshaun White, and you got Ryan Jones. Those are the three guys that they're going to be two linebacking spots, and those are the three guys that are going to rotate, I guess. And then you got John Michael Terry. He's going to be the rush linebacker. So he hasn't played much his first couple of years, so we're going to see.
And Derek King, the quarterback for Houston, rushed for, he had 14 rushing touchdowns last year. He had 36 passing touchdowns, 3,000 yards passing, 700 yards rushing. That's going to be a lot. Can they contain him? That's going to go a long way to seeing whether or not this defense is showing small signs of improvement. And that's all I'm looking for, small signs of improvement.
You get, I think, this game, and then you get Texas Tech in September. You got two really good offensive, and Bowman is a really good quarterback. If you remember, he had Tech rolling against OU until he got hurt last year. So that's two. We're going to know about this Oklahoma defense in the month of September.
Yeah, so like I said, in my looking at it, I'm looking for small incremental improvements. I don't, somebody that says, oh, hey, they're going to be a top 50 defense. You know, it may end up, but I don't. You know, they're gonna
I'd be
have to.
shocked if that happened.
Oh yeah,
Shocked.
they'd have to prove it. So you know, it's going to be tough. Cornerbacks are fairly solid. You know, they should be fairly solid at cornerback. Losing Trey Norwood, you know, at the nickel is going to it's going to be a problem for them. Now they're going to have to fill in with somebody else. And then the safeties, you just don't know. You know, I mean, when you've got 4 safeties and none of them shine to say, okay, these are the starters, you know, that kind of competition, Alex Grinch has been honest about it. He goes, hey, you know, we'll see.
I do, and I've said it many times. I just think the addition of Grinch and Manning coaching there, I was not high on Kerry Cooks at all.
Well, yeah, I mean, the technique and how those guys got worse over the years.
They digress, yeah.
They got worse over the years. I mean, Kerry Cooks, he came in, you know, in the first couple of years, they seemed like they were doing pretty good. And then, you know, all of a sudden, these guys come in, they would start as a freshman.
Mel Kiper had Jordan Thomas going to junior, #1 cornerback in the country.
Yeah.
Doesn't even get drafted.
Yeah, doesn't get drafted and you know, and
digressed.
So, yes, and that's part of it of not teaching technique. And now, you know, the technique under Roy Manning is going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
You know, and the scheme-wise, I mean, everybody's scheme's different. I mean, you know, Mike had a good scheme. He just didn't have the players to fit the scheme.
Yeah.
You know, and so does Grinch have the players to fit his scheme?
And also, you know, what hurt him last year, they didn't have a striker or an oboe.
No.
So let's see if one of these guys can be a pressure guy. That's really, really important.
You know, and to me, the 3 of the things I want to see is tackling, clean tackling. Can they get pressure on a quarterback without blitzing? And can they keep people from running free in the secondary?
Yeah, absolutely.
If those 3 things, if they do better, then hey, you know, that's a much better, much more of a chance to have a good defense.
And we're not looking for it to become an Alabama defense. We're going to become back when OU was, you know, in the 50s.
Yeah, let's start with small, you know, incremental.
Because playing this league, you're not going to have a top defense.
You're not. I mean, these offenses are too good. These offenses are too good.
Look what Georgia's defense got killed the last couple of years against Big 12 teams.
That's right. Texas rolled them out last year. OU's ran up over 500 yards, and they had the number 3 defense in the country.
Yeah. So
you know, so it's a whole different scheme on Big 12 offenses against defenses. So yes, OU's defense may be improved, but the ranking, you know, because of the Big 12 and all that, is going to be tough to
just don't give up a touchdown every possession.
Yeah, that's right. And
make them punt some.
Yeah, third down, third.
How many passes have the secondary dropped the last few years?
I understand.
Right in their hands.
And that's going to go right into my last segment there on turnovers. But you know, tackling, clean. You know, can they get pressure and can they get in there and make sure that De'Aaron King doesn't just run free.
Absolutely.
And if those things happen, it might, you know, OU's going to score a bunch of points. The question is, can they get off the field with defense? Hey, this is the Sports Illustrated Sooner Preview Show, and Al Eschbach, Rick Heath from O'Connell's. We'll be right back after this. Hey, I want to tell you about 2 great places to eat in Norman. If you haven't been to them, you got to go, or if you haven't been to them lately, you got to. Neighborhood Jams on Main Street in Norman, next to the railroad tracks. Great place for lunch and for breakfast. We've been there many times shooting our show. The food is excellent. Breakfast is unbelievable. The biscuits are just unbelievable. So are the pancakes. And lunch, as we showed you last week, what a wonderful lunch they have at Jams. And then next door to Jams is another Hal Smith restaurant group called The Winston. The Winston's a great place. It's got kind of a Pub W feel, but their own twist on food. I mean, it's a great place. They have all kinds of specials, especially the 2 for Tuesdays. You got to go to 2 for Tuesdays. They have all kinds of food, 2 for Tuesday, and beer specials, all available at the Winston on Main Street next to Jams and the railroad tracks on Main Street. Now, the Jams has another location in Oklahoma City, 150th and North Penn. It is a great place. It's got Ted's Escondido there too. So there's a lot of things to do at Jams for breakfast, lunch, and all the time for not Pub W. We like Pub W too, but for the Winston here in Norman. thank some wonderful sponsors here of our show. Sponsored our Trails Golf Club in Norman, a great place for families and for individuals. If you love championship golf and a great golf course and facility that's family friendly, the Trails Golf Club in Norman. Give them a call, 364-3790, and find out more about membership specials at the Trails Golf Club. And also Brown Shoe Fit Company. It's back to school time, and teachers, we know you're on your feet all day long and it's hard on your feet. Well, they've got great shoes that are stylish shoes at Brown Shoe Fit Company. So teachers, if you're looking for something that's comfortable yet stylish and gives you a chance to stay on your feet all day long while you're teaching, go by Brown Shoe Fit Company. They have a wonderful selection of styles and very comfortable shoes at the Brown Shoe Fit Company on Main Street in Norman next to Hobby Lobby. Also, don't forget neighborhood jams for breakfast and lunch, and also the Winston, all available here, and the wonderful sponsors of the new Sports Illustrated Sooners preview show. I just want to reiterate, we have a new affiliation with Sports Illustrated through Sooner Maven. Sooner Maven will be our website. It's a Sports Illustrated company. We'll be doing daily postings. I will be contributing editor on that, and so be looking for Sooner Maven and our Sports Illustrated Sooners preview show. Al, I got some real quick overs and unders for you to look at for here. Jalen Hurts, total yards, 340.
I go over.
Okay, you got an over on that. I think I go over on that too. Rushing yards for OU, 225.
I go over.
Over, okay, over on that. Okay, we got passing yards, OU 300.
I go over.
Okay, there we got over. All right, Jalen rush yardage, 50.
I go over.
Okay, go over on that. And then penalties, 5.
I go over.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go under on that one, hoping that helps. And then turnovers, 2. Can they even get 2?
Yeah, let's go with 2. I'll go 2.
Okay.
Push.
The push. Okay, and that's kind of what I'm looking at right there. If they get any turnovers, because they didn't create many last year, you know, and like you said, the defensive backs dropped more than they got. If they keep the penalties under 5, I think that, you know, I think 5 would be way too many for them. If they, you know.
And what kind? The personal foul, you can go offside or something like that, but the personal foul penalties kill you.
You know,
and interference penalties also
interference
kill you.
and, you know, and clock violations.
Yeah.
You know, those are the kind of things. So anyway, yeah, I'm looking for Jalen Hurts to have a good, solid game. You know, I know he's going to be a little tight, even as experienced as he is, and as big a games as he's been in. I mean, he's never played for OU. He's never been with this group of guys. And even though he is a solid, you know, and got that background of being in the national championship and player of the year, he's still going to be a little nervous.
I thought it was interesting in the Oklahoma story of him this week, he said he's not a vocal leader at all. He's a really quiet dude.
Wow, and you know, you would think it'd be the opposite.
You think, yeah.
Yeah, but I did see the fact that he bench pressed 500 something pounds when he first got here and said, "This is how we do it, fellas." So that's one way to lead.
Yeah,
that's one way to lead.
Yeah,
hey,
by example.
I want to thank you for joining us on our new branded show, Sports Illustrated Sooners Preview Show. We'll be back next week. Al Leschbach, Ricky. We'll see you next time here on the Sports Illustrated Sooners Preview Show.